tonight by welcoming everyone, expressing my deepest gratitude to the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar People's Education and Welfare Society for organizing this annual meeting. I'd also like to thank our grantees for providing the kirtan, and all the Sangha, thank you for joining us here tonight. This is a group of people here who share in common a deep respect for more than just one man. This is a deep respect for a value system that is at its core human dignity. This is what I feel is the most important aspect of the life of Dr. Ambedkar. The core value of human dignity is a value that's under attack. It needs many defenders. And one of the most ardent, effective defenders of the value of human dignity is Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. He himself, in his lifetime, literally lifted millions of people from suffering the cruel and inhuman treatment afforded to the individuals born at the bottom of India's hereditary hierarchy. I'm talking about the untouchable class, a class of people whose mere existence calls into question the moral foundation. How in the second millennium in 2019, today, can a social structure in a society as big and as great as India, a social structure in the world's largest democracy, follow a model based on ancient and imagined inequalities? And pray tell, who is going to ask these questions? Who is going to learn these truths? And who is going to be willing to hear the answers? Will a Brahmin be willing to hear the answers? The answers to these questions are very complex, but the need to ask them is very dire. By learning the truth behind the veil of untouchability, light to the darkness, anyone with even a stitch of humanity inside them will be horrified when they realize the details of the lifestyle of India's untouchable population, akin to slavery. And one of Dr. Ambedkar's Buddhist associates is quoted as saying, "The only reason untouchables are not bought and sold in the marketplace is because they're considered public property." This writer, Sangha Shita, is an English Buddhist who assisted Dr. Ambedkar in his mass conversion to Navayana Buddhism. He went on to say, caste Hindus are free to make use of their services for whatever low and degrading purpose they are pleased. That sounds like slavery to me. It means, Dr. Ambedkar is quoted also as saying, slavery does not merely mean a legalized form of subjugation. It means a state of society in which some men are forced to accept the purposes which control their conduct. Instead of the economic and racial motivations of North America's long history of legal slavery, the untouchable communities throughout India are a product of a religious system that for centuries has dehumanized an entire class of people. So effectively does it operate Its hereditary nature denies people any access to redemption or social improvement. Unlike slavery in America, which now only lives in the minds of hate-filled racists, untouchability is to this day, this very day, imposed on millions of individuals who were born outside the realms of our system. Though not entirely unique to India, untouchability reflects some of the worst of humanity's selfish characteristics. Babasaheb Ambedkar Ji recognized early the barriers that life confronted him. His family's military service afforded him some opportunities for schooling. His amazing intellect and deep compassion for the most disadvantaged members of society is his lasting legacy and his trademark. Unfortunately, this is a trait he shares with very few people, except some of those amongst us here tonight. He shared his blessings tirelessly. He is in a very exclusive club. He needs people like him. Dr. Ambedkar's life list of achievements is too long for me to even recite. I may compile a small list of fields that he excelled in. He was an educator, a politician, a lawmaker, a historian, a religious leader, but most of all, he was a social reformer. With a selfless spirit, he had the characteristics of a saint. His unwavering focus on the principles of liberty, fraternity, and equality for all the diverse humanity which populates India always guided him. This is the legacy he leaves with us, a legacy of selfless service. Because we're able to recognize these properties, recognize these fundamental principles, they become part of us as well. We internalize these, we live these. If all we do, each and every one of us, if all we do is bring the light that people like Babasaheb bring to us, if we put that in our minds occasionally, our thoughts, our words, and our deeds will benefit. Tonight here we experience some of the fruits of these positive thoughts. Tonight, thoughts are transformed into words, and words are transformed into deeds. For amongst us here, tonight is a small representation of a very large and dynamic population. A population that as much as ever needs help from near and afar. Tonight, now, we do more than just talk. By supporting our affiliates, by supporting the affiliates such as the Dr. Ambedkar's People's Education and Welfare Aid Society, we support them do the wonderful work that they do. And by attending these events, we organize. By supporting these events, we educate. Now for the task of agitation, I will leave that to the activists amongst us, of which there are many, I'm sure. We are here to carry on the legacy of a man who dedicated his life to his people. This kind of individual is rare throughout history, but his core values are not. When we celebrate the man, we celebrate his belief system, and he believed in human dignity and fundamental equality. These are the values we share. This is the gift we're given. So tonight, let us give thanks and let us give back to a life that was a gift to all humanity. Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, may your spirit live on and educate us for generations to come. Jai Bhim, and power to all the struggling people around the world. Thank you.